Hi everyone. I know I just did a Periscope not too long ago with my cashew cheese, but I thought I would take a walk with my dogs. Good morning, Deborah, Valerie, everybody else coming in. Take a walk with my dogs. I'm going to wait a minute because there's somebody coming past. I'm going to let them have the sidewalk, and then because I want to talk about the health. We don't talk about it enough. And invite your followers. Yes, I am. Morning. Thank you to everyone coming in and sharing this Periscope with your friends. I see. Yes, it's easy to become vegan. If you want to become vegan, just start eating healthy. I see Mama Rosa came in, Medea Creek came in. Welcome to everybody that came in. Thank you for coming in. Well, it doesn't. It's never too old. You're never too old, too young, or too old to be vegan. Hi, good to see you. Welcome. Long time no see. Hi, good to see you, everybody that's coming in. I'm just walking my dogs, and I thought while I'm walking my dogs, while they're getting their exercise, I would talk a little bit about health because we don't talk about it enough, and people don't understand that they've been eating the wrong things for years. I didn't know it either until just recently that it's taking a toll on my weight. Oh, it is a big experience. Yes. Good morning. Oh, it is. It's a beautiful day. It's nice and cool right now. Because that's not good for you. God never intended us to eat meat. If you understood what the animals have to go through, what they suffer, for you to eat them, put on their dinner table, you wouldn't even want to eat them. Those animals suffer so much, and God never intended us to eat the animals. They were made for the environment. That's right. You don't understand that. A lot of the issues of heart problems and everything people are having is because of what they're eating. Hi, Stacy. Good to see you. It's of what people are eating. They're eating the wrong foods. You don't need the meat. You don't need the dairy. Good to see you, Stacy. I just started, so you're not missing anything. You don't need the meat and you don't need the dairy. Hi, Lisa. Good to see you. We don't need any of that. Well, it's true. The suffering of animals does. The animals do suffer a lot for us to eat them. If you don't want to eat meat or see the animals suffer, then stop eating meat because they suffer terribly. They have to go through a lot to be slaughtered, to put that on our dinner table. And like I said, God never intended for us. Yes, they have parasites in them too. God never intended us to eat the meat. They were only for the environment, but man has chosen to do that. Man has chosen to put it on our dinner table, and it's sad. Now Stacy's in here from our plant-based bunch. She's been a vegan for 17 years. She was overweight at one time, but went on a plant-based diet. If she can do it, anybody can do it. I started this because of her. She encouraged me. I could see what it was doing for her, and believe me, it has really helped me. I mean, I was at church yesterday. I was greeting at church, and one of my friends that came in the door, the first thing she said when she came in the door, she said, "You look good. You've lost weight." People can tell it. I may not be able to see what they can see, but she could tell it, and I thanked her for that. Because so I know I'm doing something right. You've got to tell yourself, you don't need that meat. Do you realize what that meat has got in it? And if the meat falls on the floor, and anything's on the floor, hair or whatever, it's going to get in the meat. Do you actually want to eat that stuff? Especially the pork. The pork is the worst thing ever. You don't want to eat the pork because that's full of parasites for sure. And people think that the meat has got protein. Well, I'm here to tell you that your veggies, fruits and veggies, have protein too. That's what God gave us in the Garden of Eden. That's what we're supposed to eat. We're not supposed to be eating all this meat and the dairy and things like that. Start making your own food. Now this morning, for those that did not see it, it's on my replay. I made some cashew cheese. It's very simple to make. You just buy the ingredients and make it, a food processor or whatever, and it's very good for you. It's healthy and it's not actual cheese, but yet I can use it on spreads or whatever, as a dip or whatever I want to do. Make your own hummus, anything you can, and your own milks. I don't drink cow's milk at all. I make almond milk and cashew milk. They're good for you because you know what's in them. Oh, you make cashew sauce? Oh, cool. I haven't done that yet, but I'll probably do that sometime too. But you know, the thing of it is, it takes willpower. You know, and when I go past the meat, at first it was a struggle because I wanted to pick some up and eat it, you know, bring it home and fix it. But not anymore. I go past that meat and I just about gag because I want nothing to do with it. I know what the meat will do to me. And you people that are on meat, you don't realize that meat's eventually going to kill you. Not right away, but it's eventually going to kill you. It's not healthy. You need to stop eating it. Buy things that you can eat. Don't eat the processed foods either. Buy lots of fruits and vegetables. Hi, good to see you. Fruits and vegetables. Make your own food. Grow your own food. Yeah, well, that's good that you did. See, I'm not in a position where I can have a garden, but I'm hoping to get out in the country before too long where I can have my own garden, grow my own food. But in the meantime, I'm going to make as much as I can. I made my own peanut butter on Friday, and it's very good. Just a few items besides the peanuts ground up in my food processor, and it makes peanut butter. It's as simple as that. You can make your own food, buy the ingredients for it, and you'll really be a lot healthier. You know what? When you make your own food, at least you know what's in it. When you buy that stuff in the store, you look at the ingredients. A lot of the ingredients, they say they're vegan, you know, non-GMO and things like that, but they still have ingredients in there that are harmful, especially the carrageenan. Now, Philip did a Periscope on that one day. If you find any foods that have carrageenan in them, throw them away. Do not even buy them. Now, I bought some that I thought were healthy for me before, because they were non-GMO and vegan, before I saw his Periscope. And once I saw his Periscope, I went right into my refrigerator and looked at the ingredients. And sure enough, it had the carrageenan in it. And I thought, oh no, I have to throw them out. Waste of money. But we didn't know. You know, and I don't know why they do that. These companies do that. They say they're vegan and non-GMO, but yet they'll put stuff in it that's not meant for us to eat. And it's terrible. Well, it makes you feel good. It makes you look better. It gives you more energy. But food is a big part of the health too, because we have a health message. Good morning, Philip. Good to see you. We have a health message that people are not wanting to talk about. A beautiful health message. It has to do with food, because we're not meant to eat a lot of the foods that we're eating right now. We're not meant to drink that milk. That's for calves. It's got pus and blood in it. Do you really want to drink that kind of stuff? I don't. I don't want to, blessings to you, Philip. I don't want to drink that pus and blood. I stopped drinking it a long time ago. Started buying almond milk, and then when I realized I could make my own, then I start making my own. Yeah, that's what it is, pus and blood. Don't put that in your body. That's not good for you. That's no benefits at all. The benefits of eating the wrong foods is it's gonna take your life slow but surely. It's gonna kill you. Oh, I do too. I love almond milk. My last batch of almond milk I make wasn't as good as I liked to have had, because I think I made a few mistakes along the way, but you learn from doing it. It's trial and error process, but the cashew milk turned out beautifully, and I've got that. Almond milk is gone now, so I'll have to use the cashew milk, but I still have my peanut butter and the almond butters and cashew butters. They're really easy to make. Just buy the cashews and almonds and raw, and make yourself some almond butter and things like that. They're a lot healthier for you. At least you know what's in it. Go to the store and look at some of the things that they say are vegan and see what the ingredients are in them. You'll be mighty surprised. They'll put stuff in them that they claim are good for you, but yet they're not. And you don't want to put that stuff in your body. And I'm so thankful that Philip had done that Periscope on carrageenan. I would have never known about carrageenan. I would have continued eating this stuff, and it's harmful to your system. Why would you want to put anything in your body that's going to harm you? You shouldn't do that at all. We need to get our bodies healthy for the Lord. Oh, you still want to try cashew cheese? It's very, very simple to make. It only takes just a few ingredients. What I made this morning only takes a few ingredients, and it's good for me too. And it's like a spread. I can put it on bread, you know, have a cheese sandwich or whatever, you know, and not be real cheese. We need to get out of eating cheese. I never did eat much cheese, you know, when my kids were growing up. We never had much. Oh, greetings to you too. And we never ate much cheese when the kids were growing up anyway, because my husband didn't care for it very well. Neither one of my kids really ate it. So you made veggie spinach. Wow, that sounds good. That sounds real good. But you know, a lot of the stuff that I made, I found the recipes on the internet. Just Google certain things, and there's plenty to choose from. with the understanding there's a lot of things that we aren't allowed to have. Nutritional yeast is one of them. We're not allowed to have nutritional yeast. A lot of people need to go into Forerunner scopes. A lot of things that he has said about baking soda and baking powder have got people up in arms. And I know, Philip, your pancakes have baking powder in it from Forerunner said that is a no-no. So I think there can be a substitution made there. I haven't made them yet, but I'll find a substitution. But you know, there's a lot of things out there that are not good for us. Yeah, cinnamon's not good either. I won't have cinnamon either. You know, he mentioned about baking powder, baking soda, cinnamon. He also talked about vinegar too. Hi, good to see you. Yeah, we need to be as close to vegans as we can be. Oh, it's non-GMO. I'll have to question. I don't know if Forerunner would say that's anything, if you can still have it or not, Philip. I don't know. He mentioned baking powder as a whole, so I don't know. I'll have to do some research on that or go back on his Periscope and look for it, because he did have that in his Periscope. And I know it is non-GMO, but I'm still kind of concerned about using it since he mentioned it, brought it up. So I guess I can make a substitution if I have to. But we're finding out a lot about what we can eat and what we can't eat. And the thing of it is, it's so hard to know nowadays what's good for us and what isn't. You think that you're getting something that's healthy, but the ingredients tell you no. Yeah. I really haven't used much baking powder and baking soda in the first place, so that's not hard for me. I could probably substitute something, find something to substitute for it anyway, you know. And I want to try to learn how to make like banana pancakes, vegan pancakes like Philip has done. He gave me his recipe, and it looks very good. I have to buy some of the ingredients I don't have, like arrowroot and things like that. But baking powder, Councils on Diets and Food says no. That's where I figured. That's what he was talking about. It's in Spirit of Prophecy. And the thing of it is, Ellen White wouldn't have said the things that she had said if it weren't true. So we have to follow her counsel too. It is a very pretty day. It's sunshiny. It's going to get warm again, but right now it's nice. So I would hesitate to use a lot of the ingredients that you see out there now. And I just found out about vanilla from one of my friends on Periscope. She messaged me the other day, and she says, "Do you realize that the vanilla has got alcohol in it?" That is something I did not know, and I went to the store the other day, and I'd already bought some, and I saw it had alcohol in it, and I thought, oh no. So now when it calls for vanilla, I will just put agave nectar or that in there, because that doesn't have alcohol, so I'll use that. You know, it's so hard to know nowadays, because, well, I don't know where to get those, Alexis, but it's so hard to know. Oh, you're new to Periscope? Welcome. It is so hard to know what to eat, what's good and what isn't good nowadays, because there's so many foods that have ingredients in there that we can't pronounce. They're ingredients you think are good for you, and they're not really. The vanilla used doesn't have vanilla. Okay, but I've got pure vanilla extract, and I've also got the organic one. I'll have to look at the organic one, but I imagine it's probably got alcohol in it too. Vanilla powder. Okay. Well, I know the 100% pure extract, vanilla extract does, and I don't know if the organic does or not. I'll have to look and see if it does or not. But if it does, I can't use it. I will just replace it. Okay, you use vanilla without. Do you know what it is, Stacy? Because I don't know which one to buy, so I'm going to have to, the imitation vanillas. If they're good, that's probably what I should get. But stuff that you use a lot of in baking and stuff like that, people making cakes and stuff, coming to find out you're putting alcohol in it. Oh, man, I wouldn't. Oh, Country Life, okay. That explains it then, because I don't have that here. I do have Whole Foods and Trader Joe's. I keep saying I'm going to get there one of these days. I'll use only extracts. That's what I have. I have the extract. River, but it has alcohol in it. The vanilla extract, 100% pure vanilla extract, has the alcohol in it, and I'm not sure if the organic one does or not. I haven't looked at the label on that one, but it's sad, because one of the recipes I made the other day, I put that vanilla extract in there, the 100% pure vanilla extract, and here I did put alcohol in there, and I didn't realize I was doing that. Well, I have to eat it now, but he's eating 5,000 calories. It depends on you, because I don't know you. It depends on how much exercise you get. If you burn it off, that's one thing. But if you're sedentary and you do not burn it off, no. You should try to limit your caloric intake every day if you possibly can. Oh, we don't want that, bourbon and vodka, no. But if you can lower your caloric intake, that's the best thing to do. Don't put as many calories in your body, because you don't need to. 5,000 calories seems like an awful lot unless you burn them up. Oh, you lose power. Okay, well, you don't want to lose too fast, though. Okay, River. Okay, thanks for coming in. Take care. Have a good day. So, I don't know how many calories I'm eating a day, but I know I'm not eating that much because I'm on a plant-based diet. So I won't be getting as many calories as I would normally. But I can tell you one thing: all the meat that people are eating and everything, way too many calories. All the junk they're putting in the body, processed foods, potato chips, pretzels, and you name it. All that is wrong for you to eat. You shouldn't. Well, that's good that you're lean. I've been struggling with my weight all my life, and I'm doing everything I can to try to lose weight. That's why I'm out walking, because I need to get the exercise. My dogs need it as well as I need it, and everybody says I'm looking good, so I want to keep going, and I'm going to walk as long as I can. Of course, when it gets cold, I don't walk in the winter, but I can walk now when it's beautiful. But there's a lot of processed foods out there, and the thing of it is, those processed foods look good. The packaging looks good, and I think they do that on purpose. They make them look good so they'll entice you to buy them. But in essence, they're not. They may be good going down, but they give you a bellyache. They're not good later on. They affect you in so many ways. So I've learned to do without all those processed foods. I used to eat a lot of Little Debbie's. I will admit that. I bought a lot of those. But I've learned to stop eating those now, too. I don't need them. I don't need them at all. The plant-based diet doesn't call for stuff like that. Now, I do eat fruits, but there's a thing there, too. When you go to have breakfast, they said do not eat fruits with your breakfast, which I usually don't anyway. You want to have a fruit like an apple, a pear, peach, or whatever, have it 30 minutes before you eat breakfast. But don't put it with your breakfast. Don't put it in your cereal, which I usually don't anyway, but some people put bananas in their cereal, blueberries, or whatever. You're not supposed to do that. And you should only eat every 5 hours is what they're saying. Philip's been saying that, and Stacy's been saying that too. She only eats 2 meals a day. I had my breakfast, so I won't be eating until later. You shouldn't even be snacking. Don't snack at all, because that's welcome. Because that's not good either, because they say if you snack, then you're not getting your 5 hours in between. It's a lot less, because people have a tendency to snack and then a couple hours later they'll eat again. Well, my favorite resource, well, I've learned a lot from the ones at Periscope in here, but it's just a common sense to look at the nutritional value on all the packaging and look at the ingredients to see if you're getting what you need, the benefits of it. You think you might, but you're not. No, there's no snakes where I walk. If I get out in the country, I might have snakes, but I don't have snakes right now. There's no snakes here in this part of Oregon. But anyway, look at your packaging carefully when you buy anything. Yeah, that's what I'm just going to say. It does interfere with your digestion. Your food takes a while to digest. And also another thing, too, and I found this out. You should never drink water with your meals, any kind of liquid. If you're going to drink liquid, drink it at least a half hour before you eat. Do not drink it during your meal. And you can have it maybe a couple hours after you eat, but don't drink it with your meal. And I never really have drunk liquids with my meal much anyway. I've gotten out of that habit. Never did when my kids were growing up. My husband says, well, at that time said we shouldn't be drinking with our meals. And he was right. Little did he realize he was right. So we don't do it now either. I mean, I don't do it. When he comes to visit, we don't have any drinks with our meals at all. And you just got to do what's right. It's very hard to know anymore because there's so many things out there you think are good for you, and you look at the labels on them, And I think they put non-GMO in a lot of the products to fool you. It's like Philip said. They may say they're non-GMO, but are they really? You don't know. They start putting carrageenan and stuff in it, and things that, that you can't have, or if you can't pronounce it, don't put it in your body. There's many ingredients that I've seen on there, and I couldn't pronounce them. When it comes to the ice cream, I couldn't pronounce half of those that was on that label. I mean, it's ridiculous to put those, when they process it, put that many ingredients in. It should just be plain ice cream and that's it. Or if they're going to have fruit or something in it, that's it. But not all this other stuff too. Yeah, I do. Oh my goodness, Philip, I drink a lot of water. I drink so much water that I'm going all the time too, and I'm still cleansing my body. And yeah, a lot of the soil is depleted too. That's so true too. But try to buy organic as much as possible. I know that's not impossible that's not possible for everybody. Organic can be expensive. I can only buy certain amounts of organic. I can't go crazy hog wild with it because I am on a fixed income. But I try to buy it as much as possible and make sure I'm getting good healthy food. And that's what we all need to do. Invest. It takes a little bit more money to invest into it, but it's more healthier for it. Somebody come in one of the scopes the other day and says, "Did you know the organic's got chemicals in it?" And I looked at that person and I says, organic does not mean chemicals. Organic means quite the opposite. When it's organic, it doesn't have chemicals in it. This person did not know what they were talking about. And I think it was in, that wasn't Sister Love's, it was someone other one. Yvette's, I believe. It was Yvette. She had done her Periscope for the very first time, and somebody came in there and she was talking about organic because she had done a grocery haul. And she had organic on her table. And this guy comes in there and says, "Oh, do you know that organic's full of chemicals?" And that's when I commented back to him. I says, organic means no chemicals at all. That guy needs to do his research. He doesn't understand that organic that's what it means. They didn't use chemicals. Because so many of the things you buy have chemicals in them. Do you want to really put that stuff in your body? Like your fruits, the trees, they spray them for bugs and stuff like that. You put that stuff in your body, that's not good. You want to get something as organic as possible. I try to buy as many organic fruits as I can. The other day I bought organic garlic bulbs, which I thought was quite interesting. So I try to buy, like I said, I try to buy organic as much as possible. It's not possible for everything, but I try to do it I try to buy as much as possible. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But if you can't buy organic, I mean, that's fine because, like I said, it's not feasible for everybody because organic is expensive, a lot more expensive than natural, but organic is better for you health-wise. It really is. And I didn't really realize that until I started buying organic. It makes me feel so much better, and I realize it's more healthier for me. Yeah, we do have a farmer's market. I have to drive a little ways. It's here in Oregon. It's in Eugene now. And I'll have to go get some veggies from him. They got corn and tomatoes and stuff because they grow their own vegetables. So I'll have to go get some of his stuff there and save money that way because I know they don't use any chemicals on any of their fruits and vegetables at all. And they've got a lot of acres to deal with. But they have a farmer's market where they sell their stuff at this time of year. And they get a lot of business. Oh, right. Eating in season as well. Understandable. Not everything's going to be in season at the same time, You're going to be looking for something that may not be in season. Well, you have to substitute for something that is, And like I said, whenever possible, make your own foods. I make avocado dressing. And that's what, good morning, Nadelko. And that's what Chris said this morning, because I talked about the cashew cheese, and he says, "Karen, you got to send me some of this stuff. Don't talk about it till you send it to me." And I know he was just joking with me, but it's hilarious to think here I am coming in there and making this stuff, trying to encourage other people to do the same thing. And if you haven't watched that Periscope of me making the cashew cheese, go back and watch it because I go from start to finish. I suppose you are. Good morning. Welcome, Nadel. Good to see you. Like I said, if you haven't seen it, Periscope of me making cashew cheese this morning, go back and watch it because the replay is always there. And feel free to share it with other people. And if you can, write the recipe down. It was just a simple recipe I found on Google. Went on there last night to find the recipe so I could make something simple because it says the simple the better. I mean, it just has lemon juice in it and agave nectar. I put some sea salt in it, plus the plus the cashews. That's all there is to it. It's very, very simple. Not hard. I mean, olive oil as well. And that's a simple recipe, and it tastes pretty good. Oh, you could be over soon. Oh, that's the funny, Stephanie. It was simple to make, and like I said, the simpler the better. You don't have to put a lot of ingredients to make your foods. I found it on Google. I thought, well, this is easy enough. So I bought the stuff that I needed for it, the lemon juice and that, and I decided to make it. And it actually tastes pretty good. I'm not used to eating something with cashews in it, like cashew cheese, but it's not that bad. You know, it's not going to taste like cheese. Oh, you're only buying fruits. That's smart. That's smart, because so many of the stuff out there comes from other countries, whether it comes from Brazil or Peru or something like that. You know, sometimes they're hard to find, but you gotta watch for them anyway, and just do the best you can trying to get the fruits here in the United States. I know probably not everything I got is over here from the United States, but I try to get as much as I can from over here, because I know it'd be better, you know, that the farmers are not using chemicals on their foods. Oh, is it hard to find avocados? Well, I have a few avocados in the refrigerator, and I just take them and make avocado dressing, which is simple to make too. I've got the recipe at home. Very simple to make. It takes almond milk and a few other ingredients. You mix it up and put it in your refrigerator for about 30 minutes, and then you eat it. Put it on your salad, because I want to have a salad for lunch, so I might make another avocado dressing so I can have my salad for lunch. But I had scoped that one day, so it's real easy to make. Very simple. That's all you need, is a simple recipe. Don't make it difficult. That's why I didn't want to find a cashew cheese one that was real hard. I wanted to find a simple one that wouldn't take forever to do. And the cashew milk and the almond milk are the same thing. Oh, wow! I didn't know there was that was that way. I didn't know, Deborah. I did not know that. Huh? Well, anyway, if you can grow it, you get it from here in the United States. That's the best to do. And I know that you make a. And if people aren't following Truly Pure Living, follow her, because she makes her own products. She makes everything. She in fact sent me some products that I had won on a contest that she was having. They're wonderful products, and I suggest that you follow her and maybe buy some of her products on her website, trulypureliving.com. She's got wonderful products there. She makes all her own. They're healthy. And oh yeah, that's right. You can. Right, if you have a question, yeah, you can always. Oh, you're welcome, Deborah. I want to give you a plug, because I know you're doing a good job. I enjoy your periscopes when you talk about your oils and things. Oh, hi. Good to see you, Carrie. Good to see you. Welcome. I'm just talking a little bit about health, because it's something that we don't talk about a lot. It's something that oh, you're welcome. You're so welcome. It's something that we need to talk about more. People are afraid to talk about the health. We've got a beautiful health message, but they're afraid to talk about it, because they don't want to scare other people into telling them that they're eating wrong. But I'm here to tell you, if you're eating meat, stop eating the meat. If you're eating dairy, stop eating it, because you're only killing yourself. In time, it's going to affect you badly. People think it's because they're smoking they get heart disease. Not necessarily. It's the foods that we eat too. As a whole, this world is sick because of the way people are eating. They're not eating properly. They're eating all the wrong foods, day in and day out. When I go to the store and I look at the grocery carts, how many people are putting, the processed foods in their cart? And that's right. They put a lot of processed foods in their cart. Load their cart up with meats. The meats is absolutely terrible. How many meats they'll have? They'll buy so many steaks and hamburgers and stuff like that. And when you look at those, they look beautiful, don't they? But that coloring, you don't realize that that's not the actual color of the meat. They put some kind of shoot something into it to give it that color. And we know that the chickens, they put hormones into those. I watched a YouTube video where they were injecting them with hormones. Do you want to put that in your body? I don't think so. Oh, thank you so much. That's what people keep telling me. I was told this by a lady at church yesterday that I had lost weight and I was looking good. It's just hard for me to perceive myself that way. We normally don't. We don't perceive ourselves the way somebody else sees us. But I'm thankful that it's happening, because I know I'm doing something right. And I'm going to continue to do this, because it's a journey. It's a journey I haven't been on too long, but it's a journey I want to stay on because we all need to be healthy. And I don't want to change this journey that I'm on because it's something I'm enjoying doing. I want to be like this for as long as I can. Oh, yes, they do. They certainly do. I've seen that. They load their stuff up with junk. And you wonder how in the world that they can gain, or that they can be healthy with that kind of stuff. Put all the wrong kind of stuff, but you know something? It's people like that have never been told that what they're eating is wrong. They've never been told you should be eating that stuff, so they just keep buying it. You know, they got little kids, and little kids all want Little Debbie's, and yes, you were right. They exactly are, because the parents do not know. So they buy that stuff thinking that it's healthy, so they'll give their kids anything the kids want, and none of it, what they're giving their kids is healthy for them whatsoever. You know, and that's sad. And I mean, people need to stop this. You need to learn to stop doing that. Buy healthy stuff for your kids. If your kids don't want to eat fruits or vegetables, then make them. Make them eat the fruits and vegetables. Tell them you're not going to buy them the Little Debbie's or Ho-Ho's or Costa's cupcakes or whatever. You're not going to buy that stuff for them anymore because they don't need it. Kids think they do. So my daughter, she gives my grandsons, they eat nothing but Little Debbie's and stuff, and an hour later they're hungry again because they won't eat properly. And I told her, I said, you got to stop feeding them that stuff. Feed them things that they need. That's stuff they don't need. You know, and she buys potato chips and she buys pretzels and stuff. You start buying that kind of stuff, then they're going to be tempted to eat it. I don't buy that stuff anymore. I used to, but I won't buy it anymore because I don't need it. Because if it's there, I'm going to be tempted to eat it. You know, try to buy organic as much as I can. There are some snacks that are organic, and sometimes I will put a few little snacks with my lunch or something. I'll put it right on my plate, and then that's all I have until the next meal, or I don't eat the rest of the day. That's how I do it. You know, everybody's a little different, but I don't snack between meals anymore. You know, I used to get a fruit out or a banana out or a celery or something, eat that. Well, I realize I shouldn't be doing that now. If I want to eat them with a meal, and then that's, you know, be done with it. And don't eat the rest of the time. But I hope I've encouraged people to start eating better, because we need to be strong for Jesus. I just finished White Line. I'm home now. You probably just came in. I just got home from walking. That's what I did. I just got home and I'm sitting in my chair now. Yeah, there's a lot of diabetes in children, and the thing of it is, the children are overweight. So many children are overweight. I've got my 22-year-old grandson. I've seen pictures of him. My goodness, that child is probably close to 300 pounds, and it's crazy. He's trying to find a different job, but he can't get jobs, and I think that's because of his weight. He doesn't drive. He's 22 years old and does not know how to drive. So he's having a tough time of it, trying to get a job, and he's got a part-time job, but it doesn't pay very well. Yeah, and he's the one that's the atheist to boot. But I'm just hoping and praying that things will get better, that he will be able to do a little bit better, because it's pretty bad. You know, he's trying to get a job, but the thing of it is, his problem is he eats the wrong foods. He eats the wrong foods all the time. Yeah, I think so. That's possibly. I'm not saying that's the reason why. I'm going to go outside and sit outside a little bit. But I think, oh, you see it? Oh, that's what people keep telling me. A lot of people see it, but I don't see it. Oh, yeah, well, you know, he has a lot to learn. He really does. He has a lot to learn. But he eats all the wrong things. He loves to eat. He told my daughter when he came to visit her. She says, well, what's up with you gaining weight? He says, well, I love to eat. That's a sad thing. Oh, thank you. His name is Andrew, because he once was a Christian, and now he's an atheist. He doesn't think he needs Jesus. He doesn't need God. But unfortunately, he's wrong. You're right, McDonald's is not good, and I will attest to it, and I will raise my hand and say that I ate a lot of McDonald's, way too much. But it finally came to a head one day when I could not use my debit card at McDonald's to buy food. I think the Lord was telling me, you've had enough of it, no more, enough is enough. And I've never gone back. I walk right past it, and I says, well, I don't need it, and I don't. So that's how I kind of started on my journey that way too, because I realized I was eating wrong. I didn't realize it. Nobody told me. Well, I knew the health message. I should have known better. But, yeah, and I can't stand it either. You know, people still go in there, you know, let them. But I can't stand the place. I go into Walmart, and they got a McDonald's in there, and I walk right past it. I says, no, that's right. It's never too late. I don't like it. I'll pass that food up. Yeah, say no to fast food is right. You know, we can make our own veggie burgers and things like that. It'll taste so much healthier anyway. My daughter-in-law, I'm going to have to get her recipe. She makes the most healthiest veggie burgers. They are absolutely mouth-watering. And I'll have to get her recipe or find one of my own. But we have to eat that way. We don't need those hamburgers and stuff, all the stuff they put in. Sure, they got organic meats, but there you go again. You're still eating animal products. You don't need to eat animal products. That's the thing. People still buy the organic meats. I pass them by. They're very expensive, but why do I want to eat that animal? I still don't want to eat that animal. You know, maybe they were growing up on corn and stuff like that. But still, it's the problem. It's the processing that the meat goes through. It still has to go through processing and everything. Yes, I am. I'm on a plant-based diet. And if the meat falls on the floor and anything that's on the floor will get into the meat, and they don't care. They'll put it right into the meat, and the people don't know what they're getting into their meat. Do you realize that some of that meat can be full of bones, human bones? Why would you want to eat that meat with human bones in it? It's disgusting. Oh yeah, no fast food. It's terrible. You shouldn't be getting carrot. No, I haven't, Philip. Now that sounds very good. Carrot hot dogs. I'm gonna have to look up. You know, there's a lot of recipes and things on Pinterest. I go on Pinterest a lot to look for things because you can find so many good healthy things on there. But I'm careful what I pick on there because there are some things that we're not allowed to have. So I just make sure that if it's got something in it, an ingredient that I can't eat or can't, not to put in my body, I can either buy it and make it and tweak it and put another ingredient in its place or find one that doesn't have the ingredient. Sometimes I will spend hours looking for something to make on Pinterest. There's an awful lot there, and I just type in vegan dishes or vegan burgers or, vegan this and vegan that, just to see what I can come up with. But yet some of them will use vinegar. And I thought to myself, how can that be vegan when they put vinegar in it? No, don't vinegar. The only thing I use vinegar for is killing weeds. That's what I use vinegar for. It's good for that, but you don't put that in your body. And I didn't know that for the longest time, but it's like Stacy said, that is fermented, and it tastes absolutely terrible. People will make coleslaw and they'll put vinegar on it. My mother-in-law used to do that. Of course, back then when I was younger, we didn't, think anything of it, and it tasted real good. But oh my goodness, yeah, we're all learning. I'm learning along with you, Phil, and that's why I'm doing these, because we can all learn and we can help each other. Apple cider vinegar isn't any good either. Neither one of them are. Because they're all putrefied. You shouldn't be having any of it. I take the vinegar, and my dog, she's got a yeast infection that I have to clear up, so I have to use vinegar and water on her. But that's all I buy it for. But I don't put it in my foods at all. You shouldn't be having it. Well, yeah, you probably could. But I never thought about that. But processed foods would probably kill them. They just take one look at them and they would wither up. But it's amazing. How many foods are out there that look so good, And I'll tell you, I swear I think some of those foods call to me, because I'll walk past them and they're calling to me, take me home. But I don't want to take them home. They fall off the shelf and all of a sudden they just fall off the shelf like I'm supposed to take them home. It's nothing I want to take home. I put it back on the shelf again. So I'm not taking you home. You're not healthy. But it does. It's just like the food calls out to me to take them home. And it's probably that way with a lot of people. Or they wouldn't put it in their grocery cart. Yeah, buy me now. You're right. Buy me now. Exactly. And we don't need that, And I won't buy that kind of stuff. It might want me to take it home, but I'm not going to take it home. I do a lot of research first before I go to Walmart. Because I have the Walmart app on my phone, and I want to make sure that when I buy something, it's going to be organic. I know where it's at in the store. I look at the ingredients and everything. Make sure that it's exactly what it says it is. Because the organic sometimes can fool you too. They can say it's organic, but yet it's not really. So we have to be careful of that too. So, and I bought something the other day at Walmart that I wish now I did not know anything about at the time. And I talked to Stacy, because she was on Friday, and I asked her about it. Come to find out, it's not good either. And that's cacao powder. She said it's no better than cocoa, even though it's organic. Well, I did not know. And I bought it anyway, so we're not allowed to have that either. There's just so many things we can't have, and it's frightening and maddening sometimes. But if we want to be healthy, we just have to give a lot of this stuff up. It's no CACAO. It's cacao. I think that's how you pronounce it. And it's similar to cocoa, but it doesn't have cocoa. That's right. We shouldn't. It was exactly right. Yeah, cacao. That's what she's saying. That's not good either, because I asked her about it, and she said that's not good. I did not know anything about that. I've heard of cocoa, and I knew what cocoa was. I knew that wasn't any good, but she said cacao is not good either. So I'm kind of disappointed on that I bought that, and I can't use that either, because I thought about putting it in smoothies and stuff like that. But, I just have to give it up. But yeah, I've heard of that. People used to drink that stuff to lose weight. Boy, is that ever unhealthy. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's okay, Stephanie, because it's real easy to misspell that. It's fine. Yeah, apple cider, can you imagine apple cider vinegar to lose weight? Oh my goodness. But the thing of it is, do the doctors tell you that you can't have this stuff? They really don't tell you anything. Now, the homeopathic doctors, if they've got any sense in their head, they're going to tell you, well, this is what you should have and this is what you shouldn't have. But they probably don't either. You have to find it out for yourself. Just start. Yeah, I've heard that carob is supposed to be real good too. I'm going to have to find that. I think we have it probably at Trader Joe's and Whole Foods. I'll have to get there one of these days and get it, because Walmart doesn't carry it and Winco doesn't carry it either. That's what I heard. That's what they say, that because Stacy uses carob powder herself. She puts it in her ice cream and things like that. And that's what I intend to do. Go back to making ice cream again. I haven't been making it because it's been so hot, and it's hot to stand in the kitchen. Oh, you said, yeah, lemon is the best. That's why in my cashew cheese, I put lemon juice in it and olive oil, because they're good, And somebody told one of my friends at church yesterday, she said that somebody had said in our church a while back that all oils, you shouldn't be putting any oil in your body at all, because that all oils will cause your arteries to get built up. And I said, well, I've never heard of that, because it says there's good oils like coconut oil and things like that. So you can't really eliminate oils completely. Yes, I've seen that at Walmart. There is vinegar for cleaning. I've noticed that in the shelf, and I was going to get some of that. Probably the smell is awful, but there's a lot of things, like Philip says. You can use things in moderation. Oils are bad, but olive oil. Well, I do use a little bit of coconut oil. Olive oil is supposed to be a good oil. Now, I could have probably replaced in my peanut butter, I could have put olive oil in instead of coconut oil, and which I probably will. No, cinnamon is not good. You shouldn't be eating cinnamon. But olive oil, I've got organic olive oil that I bought at Walmart, and they say that that's real good for cooking and everything. So I'm probably an avocado oil. Okay, so I'll just remind, if I make anything else and it calls for those oils, that you can replace it. Now that's what I'm going to have to do: tweak some of these recipes and replace it with what I have. Well, on the dog, the vet had suggested that I use apple cider vinegar, half apple cider vinegar and half water. But right now she's also on antibiotics to kind of help it a little bit along too. So I have to supposed to give her that every day, and I keep forgetting, but I have to do it again. Just spray it on her every day. And at least she's not scratching right now. She's not itching, and that's because she took medication for that. So that's going to help her. But the poor thing has been suffering so long. But I'm doing everything I can to help her too. Oh, you love you use it on your hair? I've never heard of using avocado oil in your hair, but that makes a lot of sense. There are so many things that are good for you. And like I said, I do have a big thing of olive oil that I showed you this morning that I put in my cheese. I think I'm going to use that oil more than anything to make the things I want to make. If I have to put any oil in my butters and stuff, I'll just use the olive oil. Oh, no, it's not my daughter, it's my dog. That's fine. No, don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. But no, she's overweight. She eats all the wrong foods, and I've tried to talk to her. She says to me on Friday, she says, "You're vegan now, Mom?" She says, "What do you think Dad's going to think about that?" I says, "Well, your dad already knows I'm vegan, and he doesn't care. Of course, we're divorced, but he knows that I'm vegan, and it's up to me whatever I want to do. When he comes here to eat, he's going to have to eat what I eat, and if he doesn't want to, then he can go get whatever he wants to eat." It's a process. It's something that takes over time. And it's something I want to continue. And I try to buy Bread that's organic, that's not always possible either, but you want to buy the best bread possible. That's right, it's between me and God. Exactly right, Stephanie. You know, and I'm doing what I need to do, but I've tried to talk my daughter into becoming a vegan. But she says, Mom, you only live once. I got to have my meat. She's like a lot of people. They think they have to have meat to survive. They don't. She is getting about 350 pounds. And yes, we are. We talk every day. Well, my daughter's about 350 pounds, and she says, Mom, I wish I weighed like you. I says, you can. Just start eating like me. But she doesn't want to do it. She realizes that I'm starting to eat healthy and I'm losing weight. Maybe it'll rub off on her. I don't see her because she lives in Missouri, but I'm going to keep talking to her all the time. That's right. See, the thing of it is, they think that they can't go without meat. They have to have their meat to survive. I keep telling her, you don't need meat. No, she's not. And she's not diabetic at all. But the thing of it is, she has been eating wrong her whole life. She actually, when she was 12 years old, she looked pretty good. She was on the thin side. But after she had her first child, my oldest grandson, she gained quite a bit of weight with him. I think she gained 75 pounds with him after she had when she was pregnant with him. So since then, she's slowly been putting the pounds on, and she has never been able to take them off. Oh, she loses a few pounds here and there, but the thing of it is, she doesn't keep the pounds off. She gains it back again. She said she lost about 3 pounds in 5 weeks, and she doesn't understand how I can lose 3 pounds a week. It's simple. Go on a plant-based diet and you'll lose it. You just have to tell yourself you can do it. It's going to take a lot of work to get her off of that meat, and I hope I can eventually do it. I'm going to pray for you, because we need to get rid of that stuff. I know it's so tempting. When you go into the grocery store, it is tempting to buy it. Let me tell you, when I first started on this journey, I was tempted to continue to buy the meat, but I says, no, I'm not going to do it. Lunch and meat either. I don't do that. I don't need it. You can get by without it. And when I try to buy soups, I buy the organic soups like tomato soup or vegetable soup or something like that. You need to buy the healthy stuff. And my daughter just doesn't understand that I want to be healthy. I don't want to get like she does. Now, she's a caretaker for her sister-in-law that's probably 375 pounds that she can't get around. She can't move around at all. She has to feed her. She has to wipe her when she gets down in the bathroom. She has to put her to bed at night. And can you imagine how painful that is to have to watch her go through this every day, that she's not mobile and she can't get around to do things? It's sad. It's so sad. And I've seen pictures of her. She is real heavy in the face. But a lot of it is that she broke she's got a pin in her ankle and she can't get around like she should be able to. And a lot of it is she doesn't try either. Lunch meat is the same thing. I had to give that up too. That's right, they are. That's right, we try to get non-GMO. I don't use lunch meat anymore either. And like I said, you got to be careful of the non-GMO. Like I said, I bought non-GMO at Winco. But there again, some of the things that were non-GMO, you looked at the ingredients, the thing that popped right out at me was the carrageenan. And when I saw the carrageenan, absolutely no way. I put it back. Because I wanted to see if there was anything else I was buying that had carrageenan in it. Now, I buy Tofurky. That does not have it in it, but other products that are non-GMO does. They put it in some things and some things they don't, like the veggie cheese. The veggie cheese that I purchased that I showed you on my grocery haul, I thought was fine. It has the carrageenan in it. I did not know anything about that until Philip did his Periscope on it. I realize it now, so you know where it goes? It goes down my dog's stomach because she has to have her pills every day. I haven't seen having any bad ingredients in it. I eat Tofurky, but I eat limited. You don't want to eat too much at one time. What is carrageenan? It's a very unhealthy ingredient in the foods. Philip can explain it to you. Yeah, carrageenan. I don't like it either, Philip. Once you mention to me about carrageenan, I make sure that anything I buy does not have carrageenan in it. And I can understand why on that one Periscope I did on the food products that you told me to be sure to look at the labels, because I know now why. And anything that I buy now, I make sure that carrageenan is not in it. If I don't see the carrageenan, it's fine. But carrageenan, they seem to put in a lot of stuff. It's a very bad ingredient. You do not want to put that in. Yes, Tofurky does not have it, because I looked at the Tofurky at Winco and it does not have it. Thank goodness it doesn't have it, because I do have some Tofurky. So, So that's okay, but there's a lot of products you have to read. You have to read the ingredients carefully. Some almond milk has it though, Wide Line, not all. The almond milk I buy from Almond Breeze does not have it because I've read the label 2 or 3 times. It does not have it. My coconut milk does not have it, nor does the Rice Dream. However, I've decided now to make my own almond milk so I can not have to worry about that anymore, because I know I saw the Phillips thing on Twitter, or was it Instagram, about the Almond Breeze, and I thought, uh-oh, I better check my Almond Breeze. But it does not have it in there, because I looked twice, and my Almond Breeze, because I buy the vanilla one, it does not have it in it. But the thing of it is, if you can make your own, you avoid that altogether. Yes, you do. You have to do your homework. You have to read the ingredients properly. That's right. No carrageenan. Absolutely not. If you see something with carrageenan in it, put it back. Yes, we're all on a journey to this together. We're helping each other out. That's why I'm doing this. Philip has helped me, Stacy's helped me, and I want to help you by telling you what you should and should not eat, because I don't want anybody to put those ingredients into their bodies. I didn't realize it was bad for me. I do now, but it's carrageenan. Yeah, it's in a lot of the non-GMO. And see, those foods I just talked about are non-GMO. See, that's where they're fooling you. They say non-GMO, but yes, it has carrageenan in it. You don't want to put that in your body. And Philip had done his research on that and did a Periscope on it one day. So go back and watch his replays, and you'll find it on that carrageenan. It's very informative. And I go back and watch all his replays too, because they're very informative. Things that you can really learn. That's true. Monodiglyceride, exactly. Things like that, you got to be so careful. So it's very important. We've got to read our labels a little bit more. Don't just buy something because it says it's non-GMO and it looks good, because I've learned now from watching his Periscope and Stacy's that I'm going to have to look at all the ingredients before I buy anything. Toothpaste had carrageenan in it? Yes, I saw that. The thing of it is, Tom's toothpaste has carrageenan in it, but the deodorant does not. I can't understand that. I looked at that too the other day, because somebody had mentioned in one of the Periscopes that Tom's toothpaste had carrageenan, and that's supposed to be a non-fluoride toothpaste. But I looked at it and I thought, does it really have carrageenan in it? I picked it up and looked at it. Sure enough, it's there. I says, well, I sure can't buy this. So I'm going to have to learn how to make my own toothpaste like Deborah does. You know, you make your own toothpaste, at least you know what's in it. You know, we all have to do that. You've got to look at the labels a little more carefully, because you never know. And it's a good thing that they post the ingredients there, and I think by law they have to post the ingredients, because I'm learning too, just like the rest of you. Without coming on Periscope and watching Stacy and watching Philip, I wouldn't have learned what I've learned now. I didn't either, and I didn't know it, and probably Philip didn't know it until he did some research on it and found it out for himself. But I'm glad that he did the Periscope on it, because he keeps us all informed of what we can eat and what we can't eat. I'm so thankful for that, because, yeah, you're probably right on that, Wide Line, because our clothes is going to have something in it we shouldn't be putting in our body, But it's terrible. It's awful when you got to start reading the ingredients. But yeah, it is. That's true. Yeah, there should be warning labels on the ones here in America too, but unfortunately they're not. They're absolutely not. Sure, I could buy almond butter in the store. They've got almond butter like at Walmart. A small little jar. I don't know, what is it? 10, 12 ounces or something. It's about $8 for that jar of almond butter. I said, whoa, I can make my own for that. And that's the thing. You make your own. You know what you're putting in it. Find a good recipe that's vegan. Make your own. And there you go. You've got it. And that's why I'm going to make my own. It's so healthy for you. You put it on bread. My dogs even like it. They love the peanut butter that I made. They love the cashew butter and the almond butter. And it's just me, but I can eat it myself, and I've got plenty to eat that way. And I know I'm healthier for it. And I don't have to worry about it making me sick. Yeah, it is. It is, Wide Line, because when I saw it at Walmart, what it was for that small little, or was it Winco? Well, Walmart has it too. Both of them. It was very expensive, and I thought, whoa, this is really bad. I can make it myself for a lot cheaper. So sure, you got to pay a little bit for the almonds, but you buy enough of them to last you for a while, and just keep them in the refrigerator, keep them in an airtight container. They'll be just fine. Yes and no. I do try to eat organic bread that's got whole wheat in it. I do buy that. But most generally, not everything is whole wheat, although I think I might start going that way now because I saw Philip's Periscope. And I'm sorry I left your Periscope this morning, Philip, and didn't see the whole thing. I'll go back and watch the replay because Forerunner come on and I wanted to watch his. But I will go back and watch it. He had some delicious looking pancakes and scrambled tofu this morning. It is absolutely, oh, it looked delicious. Oh, I never heard of that. I never heard of that at all. You know, that's something else. I'm probably going to learn how to make my own bread. People keep telling me to make my own bread. Well, I'm going to have to learn how to do that too. Now, I don't know if I'll be able to get the einkorn wheat that Stacy's got because that'd probably be expensive to buy it the way she does. But, you know, because that's what she uses, einkorn wheat, you know. But I think if you get the wheat that's organic, that should be good too. Yeah, wheat pancakes and scrambled tofu. I'm going to have to get that recipe. He's got he sent it to me, and I'm so thankful that he did send it to me. Philip is such an encouragement to me because those of you that came into my Periscope last night, yes, he will, had come into my Periscope last night. I had apologized for being harsh to somebody on Philip's Periscope. Well, he messaged me this morning and encouraged me that I didn't do anything wrong, that I have to tell the truth. I was reprimanded by a follower of Philip's that I shouldn't have been so harsh to this troll. But you've got to tell the truth. If they don't want to accept the truth, you can't just sit there and not say anything. Maybe I was a little harsh, but I have to tell the truth. And he encouraged me not to worry about it. He is good that way. He encourages me in so many ways. And I'm thankful for Philip. I'm thankful for Stacy and all those that give me encouragement. I'm the troll patrol is right. Exactly. I try to help other people, and I take care of other people. When they get trolls in their Periscope, I take care of them like people do in mine, because we have to watch out for each other. Because if we don't watch out for each other, who's going to watch out for us? Yes, right. We have to say how it is. And he was not accepting anything that Philip was saying because he was talking about Lucifer. And he didn't want to accept anything that Philip was saying. I had to plainly tell him this is the truth. You know, maybe it's the way I said it. I don't know. But Yukia took offense to it, and she told me I was very, very harsh towards what I told him. And I told her, I said, sorry, but the truth is the truth. You know. So that's the only thing I can say. But you know, we have to encourage each other, and we have to help each other along the way. That's why I'm doing this too. I want to help each other along the way. That you can be healthy too. That you can make your own foods. And if you have family members that don't like it, that's okay. They'll learn to like it eventually, or just eat it yourself. See, I'm the only one here, so I don't have to worry about it. The food's not going to go to waste because I eat it. And I know what's in it because I know what the ingredients was I put in it. And that's the thing. When you make it yourself, you know exactly what you put in it. You don't have to worry about looking at the ingredients. Now, what is in here? You know, the things you buy in the store, you got to be so careful. And if they have lots and lots of ingredients, kind of shy away from those too. Because there's a lot of things out there that, you know, that maybe have several different ingredients. If they've only got one or two ingredients, that's not so bad. But they get a whole long list of them. It takes you a half hour to read the long list of ingredients, and then you can't pronounce them anyway. I just put them back on the shelf. I says, I don't need this stuff. I don't know what half of it is anyway. So, you know, I'm going to learn how to make my own veggie burgers, and that's the next thing I want to learn how to Periscope is veggie burgers. I want to make those, and I want to do the pancakes like Philip's done, and I want to make my own vegan mayonnaise too. Oh, you're so welcome, Stephanie. You're a blessing too. And I want to learn how to do all this because we need to learn how to do this to be healthy. And yeah, we need to learn how to make things. That's why I'm doing these Periscopes and making things. I thought if I can encourage other people to do it themselves, they'll enjoy it. You know something? I am having so much fun making these foods myself. I don't want to stop. It seems like I'm always finding something new to do. You know, and everybody keeps telling me, you know, I was a nut butter queen, but and now I'm just a food queen. I just want to make everything I possibly can. Oh, thank you. That's what people keep telling me, and I'm so thankful for that. I know I'm doing something right because I'm eating healthy. I'm eating the right foods. I'm not putting the wrong things in my body, and I'm doing what the Lord has asked me to do. And I'm so thankful for that. I really am. You know, and by coming on this Periscope, I've learned a lot, and you're learning a lot from me too. And I'm going to continue to give the prophecy scopes, give these health scopes, and also do the ones where I can make food too, because everybody needs to see it. And I also put them up on YouTube. Although the ones from this morning and yesterday I haven't got up on YouTube yet. I'm going to put them up there when I get done here. But I put everything up on YouTube, and I get encouragement from people on YouTube as well. Yvette comes and watches my YouTubes, and she's happy about it. I've got people on YouTube that, of course, that are not on Periscope, but they're very appreciative of the work that I'm doing, and they encourage me to keep going. Nadelka George. Okay, I will, Philip. Yes, I definitely. I subscribe to yours, and I will definitely subscribe to hers. I'll do that when I get done here. I think I'll call this Periscope to a quit, and I'll sing my song while I'm at it. Even though this is a HealthScope, I'll still sing my song, and then I'm going to take a break for a while. And I may come back later, but then if I don't, I'll come back tomorrow. Lord, prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true. With thanksgiving, I'll be a living sanctuary for you. Let us all be a living sanctuary for Jesus. And as John 8:32 says, you shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. God bless everyone. Take care. Have a wonderful and marvelous day. Talk to you soon. And I love you all. And bye-bye.